We were surprised by two consecutive fabricated cases of rape.
Up to today, you are still trending. So
Why? Why are we still trending up to
because
today?
of the last hearing
Yeah.
about how you grilled Harry Roque, so a lot of netizens are asking, who is this congresswoman? So a quick backstory of how you got into politics and
Mhm.
public service, so that our viewers and listeners
I will tell you the whole story. Huh? Uh, this becoming a congresswoman was never planned, was never intended. No? Uh, 2019, it was my husband's second term as mayor of Mabini. He was the one who intended to run for congressman. Kasi yung sinundan ko will be stepping down because that was his third term. 2022, he has to step down kasi last term na siya, no? So, my husband manifested his intention to run for congressman in 2022. So, what happened, as early as 2019, umikot na siya. Inikot na niya yung anim na bayan. Mabini, Bawan, San Pascual, San Luis, Lubok, Tingloy. Nagpakilala siya tatakbo congressman. And then come December 2019, we were surprised. We were surprised by two consecutive fabricated cases of rape against my husband. Kung bakit ko nasabing fake? The complainant is a fictitious personality. The address of the complainant is erroneous. The address of my husband is erroneous. The notices of the prosecutor are all returned to sender. The notices of the court are all returned to sender. And in spite of all those, the court issued a warrant of arrest against my husband. Para yung bombang sumabog sa amin. Of course, the nature of the case of rape, no bail yan. Diba? What is strange, yung palang warrant of arrest na yon was issued as early as parang September pa, 2019. Tapos, may nagbulong lang na kaibigan, December. And I had to take my part to look for that case. Ako pa ang naghanap until we were able to locate kung ano yung kaso. And to our surprise, may kaso nga. May warrant of arrest nga. May picture nga ng asawa ko. But the picture was a picture that was grabbed from the internet, no? Walang katabing babae. Siya lang. Nasa campaign. Yun. So, that was a very big blow to us. Kasi, this was during the time na maraming namamatay. You know? I don't know, ha? But this was during the time na highly sensational yung issue ng EJK. What I did, tinago ko po asawa ko. So, wanted siya. Di ba? Kasi lawyer ako eh. I cannot bear the fact na natutulungan ko yung ibang akusado tapos makukulong ang asawa ko for something which he did not do. For 2.5 months, malayo siya sa amin. Tinago ko siya. And I really requested him to follow what I want, no? Kasi ang gusto niya ay hospital arrest daw siya. Sabi ko, no, no. Sabi ko, ang drama ko pa ganito, for our entire marriage, wala akong ibang ginagawa kung hindi sumunod sa'yo. This time, ikaw ang susunod sa akin. So, tinago ko siya. After 2.5 months, after filing the petition for demurrer to evidence yata yung final namin, petition to demurrer to evidence. It was granted and the court dismissed his case. I was able to bring him back dito sa Mabini. Naka-assume ulit siya ng mayor ng Mabini. nag-iyakan ang taga Mabini dahil sa height ng emotion na ang mayor namin, muntik lang nakulong, naging wanted, pero nakabalik, no? Kaya lang after 2 weeks, kakabalik pala niya. We discovered another case. Rape uli. Same modus. Wala ulit complainant, fake ulit ang place of residence, return to sender ulit lahat ng mga notices. But this time, sinuwerte ako. Why? Inabot ko sa fiscal during the time na wala pang warrant of arrest. So we were able to cause the dismissal of the case at the fiscal's level. No? Ito pong mga pangyayari ito sa asawa ko. I thought ito na yung magbibigay ng tuldok sa magulong buhay namin sa politika. Why? It happened only because he intended to run for congressman. Diba? He intended to run for congressman. So, ang sabi ko sa kanya, kalimutan na natin ang pagko-congressman mo. You just stay here in Mabini, tapusin mo ang termino mo, you run for your third term as mayor. Yun ang sabi ko sa kanya. Alang, habang nagpapahinga kami dun sa Mabini, sa Pagalangit, dito sa aming tirahan sa Mabini, unti-unting nagdadatingan ng taga second district. Leaders from Bawan, leaders from San Pascual, leaders from San Luis, Lobo, and Tingloy. Until they articulated, kung hindi tatakbo si Mayor Beatrix bilang congressman, we need you, Mayora. You continue his battle for congressman of Batangas 2nd District. At first, it was really a very heavy decision for me. Kasi ang priority ko talaga ay ang aking pamilya. My children, my husband, and since I got married, I learned to live within the shadow of my husband. Kung nasan siya, nandun lang ako. Kung saan niya ako kailangan, doon lang ako pupunta. Yun ang naging buhay ko when I married my husband. No? Kaya lang, dadating pala yung panahon na kailangan mong bigyan ng pagpapahalaga yung mga taong nagtiwala sa iyong asawa. So, anong sinasabi ng taga-Bawan? Mayora, paano kami kung wala kami congressman? Ang sabi ng taga San Pascual, Mayora, paano itong mga leaders na umasa na sa iyong asawa? Ang taga Tingloy, Mayora, paano na po yung mga plano ni Mayor Beatrix para sa bayan ng Tingloy? Taga San Luis, Mayora, paano na po yung ipinangako ng inyong asawa na kilalanin ang aming bayan sa kanyang panahon? Yung taga Lubo, paano na ho ang pangarap namin magkaroon kami kababayan na congressman? So, I know I had the moral obligation to all these people. Kasi sila yung mga tao unang tumanggap at nagtiwala sa aking asawa. So my becoming a congresswoman started with returning the gratitude to all the people na nagtiwala sa aking asawa noong panahon na siya ang tatakbong congressman. Yes, ang asawa ko po ang sadyang kandidato, but because of the challenges that was thrown to us in view of his intention to run for congressman, I was forced to stand up and continue his battle for congressman of Batangas 2nd District. Sabi ko, perhaps this is God's will. Kaya napunta tayo sa mundong ito.